Want to dig into the budget issue a little bit more. You'll have 30 seconds to answer this next question. And again, I want to start with Mayor Giuliani. What sacrifices would you ask Americans to make to lower the country's debt? And I'd like you to be specific.
Well, I think the most important thing is the federal government has to restrain its spending. That's the area in which we're hurting ourselves and in which we're creating this problem, national security, economic security, however you define it. The problem is not the American people. What we should be doing is restraining the amount of money that Washington spends in a concerted way, with major reductions in civilian spending, using attrition, and returning, actually leaving more money in the pockets of the American people. The strength of America is not its central government. The strength of America are its people. Restrain the central government, give people more choice, more money to spend. We're going to see our economy booming. That's the kind of future where we can have unlimited dreams.
So, Mayor, you've said you would cut non-military spending 10% across the board. What sort of sacrifices would that require from people who use those government services?
Well, that would require their trying to figure out other ways to do it. I mean, rather than moving in the direction of more people on government medicine, I'd rather see us reduce the income tax burden, create an exemption for health care so people can buy their own health care. So that's going to require they take a little bit more time, take a little more ownership of their health care, but rather than relying on government as the nanny government, let's rely on people to make choices about their health care. Let's rely on, instead of 17 million people buying their own health insurance, 50, 60, 70 million. You'll see the price come all the way down, and you'll see the quality come up. That's an American solution. It's a bold one, but it's the kind of thing America's done in the past. We rely on our people, not on our government.
Thank you. Congressman Paul, what sacrifices would you ask Americans to make for debt reduction?
I think it's absolutely unnecessary to sacrifice. We want to give people more freedom, more chance to spend their own money. It's unnecessary. We can cut by looking at our foreign policy. We maintain an empire which we can't afford. We have 700 bases overseas. We are in 130 countries. We cut there. And then we have a better defense of this country, and the people get that money, and they get to spend it here at home. There's no need to sacrifice. We need more liberty, more rights for the people to spend their own money, and in that situation, there is no sacrifice and no need for it.
So, Governor Huckabee, your colleagues seem to think there is no sacrifice needed to reduce the debt. Do you agree? What would you do?
Sometimes it's not so much doing things so that people sacrifice, is doing them differently. Let me give an example. A lot of the federal budget goes to health care. We need to do what most American companies are finding works in reducing health care cost. That's moving from the intervention-based health care model to a prevention-based. Our current model is upside down. We wait until people are catastrophically ill, and then we spend the most expensive ways of trying to cure incurable diseases. If we would put the focus on prevention, we would find, like American business is finding, that there really is savings if you kill the snake rather than just treat the snake bites, which is the way our current system is built.